Hey, what up, Long Beach? Welcome back to the 562.org. It's Tyler.
And Mike, this video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company, and all of the 562.org's cross-country coverage this year is sponsored by Bryson Financial.
We're out at Dorado Park, Moore League Cross Country, the season opener here in the Moore League. Mike, excited to have all the teams back. The tents are up. It's just great to be back out on the regular courses and not on campus anymore.
You know, look, they don't call it cross campus, Tyler. It's cross country. We're happy to be back out at the park. Sophomore Jason Parra, the returning league championship, expecting huge things from him. But in the team race, everyone looking up at Poly, the Jackrabbits looking for their 15th straight league title.
And look, it's our favorite traffic sign in Long Beach sports. No stopping anytime. Well, except for last year, but we're back now. So let's focus on that.
We don't talk about last year.
No. We're talking about now. Let's go to the boys varsity race. No surprise. Jason Parr out in front. Wilson's Nico Kolkiko right there behind him. They get out quickly on the first half mile. And then looking at the chase pack, a handful of Jackrabbits right there led by senior Robert Guerrero. Poly all about that pack running.
Yeah, that was going to be their strategy in this race. At the end of the first lap, Parra already opening up his advantage over Kolkiko, who has similarly distanced himself from the field. Great running from the front from those two.
Then that pack of Jackrabbits, Guerrero, then Cameron Roan and Luke Larson. Obviously important team points there for Poly as they try to get more of those green jerseys towards the top. Approaching the 2 mile mark, Parra growing his lead. Kolkiko also all alone right there behind him. A pretty clear 1-2 in this race. Parra finishes strong, winning by 19 seconds. His time of 14:40 breaks the course record from 2010 by 10 seconds. What a great run from a sophomore.
Well, that's how crazy Parra is. Nico Kolkiko finishes in 14:59 in second. You're not supposed to finish in second if you run under 15. And then here comes the green wave. Guerrero in third. Roan is fourth. Larson is fifth, with Milliken's Eric Placencia following behind in sixth place with a time of 15:39.
Then it's a couple more Jackrabbits. Brandon Perry, 7th. Mason Lindsay in 8th. Poly with 5 of the top 8 finishers. So valuable for them to get that team title on this day. Milliken's Dylan Ball and Wilson's Kyle Holland round out the top 10. It goes Poly, Milliken, Wilson. Now to the girls' race. Milliken, 2-time defending league champs, but a ton of new faces. Meanwhile, for Poly, the Jackrabbits not at full strength with their lineup. Head coach Cameron Ford taking over for the girls and boys team this season, but Poly does have junior Camille Lindsay at the top of the lineup, and that's a pretty good place to start.
You know, you start at first place, and if you can mark that off, you feel good. Wilson, though, boasting the reigning league champion and sophomore Natalie Seymour. A lot of talent on the girls' side, and to no one's surprise, Camille Lindsay mashing the gas pedal at the start of this race. She likes to get out front early, and trouble in the team race as you see all of her teammates at the back to start it.
Milliken's Celeste Ramirez leads the chase pack, where there's a good mix of runners, but not a ton of Jackrabbits yet. You don't see a lot of green jerseys in that mix at this point in the race. Keep that in mind. After the first lap, Lindsay maintaining very strict social distancing protocols. The Camilitary has got to love that early lead. Wilson's Natalie Maz into second, followed by Ramirez, and then Poly's Alexa Bryson in fourth as we start to get some of that separation in the field, Mike.
Alexa, play big-time team performance. Then Milliken's Grace Vasquez, followed by Poly senior Mia McKiernan. You're starting to see more green and gold jerseys sift towards the front as a very disciplined Poly approach is paying off. McKiernan providing valuable team points for Poly on her way to a 51-second PR.
Lindsay with a 17:29. She won by over 96 seconds. That breaks the course record at Eldo. Another record falls as Lindsay, a great start to her league running on this day. Wilson's Natalie Maz going to take second at 19:05. Then it's Ramirez from Milliken taking third. Very close team scoring between those two schools. Poly's Alexa Bryson takes fourth. And here's where we start to see, again, strength in numbers for Poly. McKiernan gives the Jackrabbits 3 of the top 5. The Rabbits win the team scoring with 5 of the top 8 runners.
Vasquez in 6 for Milliken as she's staying sub 20. And then the sisters for the Jackrabbits, Evelyn and Alexa Fernandez Luan, are side by side in 7th and 8th, 5 of the top 8 for Poly to take that team title.
Seymour takes 9th, just ahead of teammate Chloe Brodsky. Then Poly's Miley Quinn, just back from injury, in 11th. Then Lakewood's top finisher is Bailey Carpenter in 12th. So another great day of racing. awesome to be back on these courses, Mike. 2 course records broken. That's awesome to see. We'll be at Signal Hill in 2 weeks. We want to thank all of our sponsors, including Ocean Law Center, for their support of local sports coverage. If you want to keep up with all the distance running in the LBC and how they handle the behemoth of Signal Hill next week, you got to keep it right here at the 562.